Hi boys and girls, this is Mrs. Martin, and today I'm going to show you how to use Sora to search for and read books on your device. In 3rd and 4th grade, that means that you would read it on your Google Chromebook or perhaps a device that you have at home. And for 2nd graders, that means that you would read it on your iPad or perhaps a device you have at home. The first thing you need to do, and the easiest way to log into Sora, is going to be to go out to your Clever account. So I have a Clever button at the top of my screen here, but on your Chromebooks, I know that when you open a Google Chrome browser window, Clever is one of the windows that pops up right at the top. And I'm going to click Kenton Google Login. You should do the same if this window appears for you. And then if it asks you which account, make sure you choose the one with your name. There probably won't be anyone other than your name. So I'm going to click on my name. And it's going to bring me to my Clever account. From here, I'm going to scroll down to the row that says Library Resources and choose Sora. You're going to see a little picture of an astronaut guy kind of soaring off into space. Click the Sora button. And once it drops you into Sora, there are a few things that you're going to want to notice. The first thing that you're going to want to notice is up here at the top where there's a little magnifying glass and it says search for a book. This is where we're going to type in our search words, which could be a title, an author, a subject, or a series. The other thing that I want to draw your attention to is this menu that's located along the bottom of the screen. There's a home button, a button for explore, that's where we are right now, a button called shelf, and another one called me. So let's go ahead and search for a book and see what happens. How about if we look for a book about lions? Typed in lions and I hit search. And when I scroll down, you're going to see our school name listed at the top here. That's us, Kenmore, Tonawanda. And then all of the books that we own about lions. And there's so many that you'd have to click on see more to see all of them. I want to draw your attention to a couple things on this results page. First, the word borrow will appear if a book is available. If a book isn't available and another student has it checked out, there'll be an option to place a hold. If you push the place hold button, you'll get in line for the book. And when it becomes available, it will be checked out to you. If you want to borrow, if the book says borrow, you can click on the borrow button. And you'll see that some of them do say borrow. Careful, we have a couple titles in Spanish here. And if you don't know how to read Spanish, you're not going to want to choose those. But many, many English titles. I'm going to come back up here to the top. I can borrow it, read a sample, or add it to my wish list. I'm going to borrow it and show you what that looks like. As soon as I click on it, it will open up right into the book. I've actually looked at this book before, so it's dropping me onto page 9. I want to go back to the beginning. So I'm going to scroll over. And this is the cover of Lions. This book looks exactly the same through Sora as it does if you were to be holding the print copy in your hands. When I want to move from page to page, I'm simply going to click on the right side of the screen to move my page forward or the left side to move it back. So if I want to keep turning the page, I can look through this book about lions. And when I'm done with it, I can click anywhere in the middle to bring up this menu again and find the close button in the upper left and close out of the book. I could place a hold on this Lions at Lunchtime, and it will tell me in a minute how long I have to wait for that, about 2 weeks. Let's come down here to my shelf. On my shelf, you're going to see all of the books that I have checked out right now. So the Lion book that I just checked out, and a couple other books that I've recently checked out. They'll tell me exactly when they're due, and one of the nice things about Sora is you can't have an overdue book, boys and girls, because in 3 days, Sora will go and take that book off your digital shelf and return it for you. So you never have to worry about an overdue book in Sora. I want to show you this options button as well. If you go to the options button, you're going to have additional choices to renew it. You won't be able to renew it right now, but when it gets closer to the due date, you will. The one exception to that would be if someone else is waiting for the book, in which case you can't renew it. You can return it early, but again, you don't have to return it if you, once the due date approaches and is here, Sora will put that book back on the shelf for other children to check out. Let's go back to our loans using this button up here towards the top. And I just want to show you that on the shelf, there were a couple other options. Loans, where we are right now, a list of all the books you have on hold, a link to any list you've created, and your history. If you go to hold, you'll see that I put that Lions at Lunchtime book on hold. And if I go to options, I can actually cancel the hold if I decide I don't want it anymore. The last thing to show you is the Me button. This is kind of fun. It shows your name and a little icon that you can pick and some reading stats, as well as some badges that you can earn. If you decide that you want to edit this profile, come up here to where you have the pencil, click on Edit Profile, and you can change your name. You can give yourself a nickname, and you can change to a different picture. Maybe I'd like the flower, and I can hit Apply, and now I'm the flower. Remember that the Explore button is down at the bottom as well, so if I want to go back to Explore, I can do that and do another search. All right, boys and girls, I hope that you found this video helpful. And if you have any other questions about how to use Sora, you can come see me in the library and I will help you with troubleshoot any of those issues. Bye for now.